Hey y'all, welcome back to My Sister Cooks. If you've been here with me before, welcome. If this is your first time, I just got back from Aldi. I am doing $100 budget this week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for my family. This is the largest budget that I've done so far, and I feel like it's a more realistic budget for a family of four. For four people. I do have a larger family than four. I just have two children that are still in the home. I still have my husband. Well, I have my husband, and I have two children who have flown the nest. So I'm feeding four people with this budget of $100. I'm trying to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So let's see what we got. All right, y'all. So this is what I have. I have some whole wheat bread, some tater tots, oatmeal. I didn't mean to get two different types of shrimp, but that's what I got. This is some ground turkey. I have 3 pounds of ground turkey, some chicken tenderloins, the chicken thighs, boneless, skinless, 3 packs of turkey kielbasa. I have the brownie mix, some cheese, including Alfredo sauce, these tortellini right here. I have 3 packs of those. I have 2 packs of these. I also have 2 packs of this asparagus. I didn't mean to get 2, but it just happened. I have 4 tomatoes, these cucumbers. I have some Greek yogurt, specifically the lemon flavored one, some oven ready lasagna, a dozen of eggs, which, this bunch of bananas, and I think that's it. All right, y'all. So this week I'm also going to use some things in my fridge and my freezer that I need to use up before they go bad, like this meat sauce. So when I was shopping, I knew I had this in the freezer, and I was like, hey, this will go well with this sausage and tortellini dish that I want to make. And so that's what I did. And that's a part of budgeting, right? Like using what you have and being smart about it. I also wasn't feeling well this evening. I had just come back from the eye doctor. I've been having some problems with my eyes. And so I knew this was a quick and easy dish that I can just throw together with some asparagus. All right, y'all, for breakfast, I had to learn how to make oatmeal again. Oatmeal can go horribly wrong. And despite the fact that I really love oatmeal, I don't eat it as much as I should. Like I said, these are some apples that I needed to use up, so I threw that in there. I don't remember what my children ate, but I was able to just grab this bowl and have my breakfast at work. So this evening I am making chicken 2 ways, some chicken over rice and a chicken Alfredo lasagna. My husband also has a different work schedule this week, so I had to make him something quick because he's not going to be home for dinner. He has to leave. So I did have this soup in the freezer that I made a couple weeks ago, and my husband will have that before he leaves for work. And at this point, my kitchen is smelling really good because these 2 chicken dishes are seasoned very differently. One is for an Italian inspired dish, and one is for maybe like a Mediterranean, I think, style dish. My children really love this chicken over rice that we get from halal carts in New York. It can be very expensive, so I learned how to make it myself, including the yogurt sauce. I am improvising with this yogurt sauce, so I chose a yogurt that I thought would go well with this with minimal ingredients. And this is for my son. I sliced a couple cucumbers, and of course he has to have his hot sauce. Now, this chicken Alfredo lasagna, you just make it like a regular lasagna. I had the Alfredo sauce, the chicken that was on the back burner. Normally, I use spinach, but I want my daughter to eat it, so I use broccoli. And I got this idea from one of my favorite TikTokers at Darius Cooks a couple years ago, and I've been making it for a while. It didn't come out quite like I wanted it to, but it was still good, and I got some lunches out of this as well. So I do have a ton of that Greek yogurt left, and I'm not going to waste it. So what I'm trying to do is make some homemade granola with the oatmeal, and I am going to use that in some of the Greek yogurt. This is me prepping lunch for the next day. I have some chicken salad, that chicken over rice for my son. My granola came out good, but a little bit toasty. And once again, I whipped this up really quick for my husband to take because he had to leave before dinner was ready. Now, everybody was home for breakfast this morning, including my husband, so I decided to make some sausages. I didn't eat the whole thing because I knew I was going to have my Greek yogurt. My son likes his eggs over easy. This morning, my husband had scrambled. My daughter will absolutely not eat eggs right now. And my granola, homemade granola, actually was really, really good. So this is Thursday's meal, and it's really just a tater tot casserole for my daughter because her and I are the only ones who will eat this. If you've never had it, it's really good. Um, Everybody else has leftovers. I have tons of chicken Alfredo lasagna left, so we're going to have that. And I'm going to throw something in this salad for my husband, who, again, is working late overnight. I also know that tomorrow's dinner my daughter is really not a fan of, so there'll be plenty of this left over for her to eat for dinner tomorrow. All right, y'all, it is Friday. I am absolutely exhausted. I had a very long week at work, but I am going to push through because the last thing I want to do right now is cook. I really, really want to sit on my couch and watch YouTube, to be honest. I am running a little bit behind for getting dinner on. I had to drop my daughter her stuff for practice because she forgot it. So I am going to get started with dinner. I had to kind of reconfigure my weekend meal plan because some things I used differently than I had originally planned. Like because my husband's work schedule changed, so he had to eat a little bit differently this week. So let's get into dinner tonight. So I absolutely had to make these banana muffins on Friday because the bananas were ready. So this is not for dinner, but it's a kind of a little treat for my son and myself. We love these, and I do have a couple bananas left over that I'm going to cut up and pop in the freezer so they don't go bad. And dinner tonight was really simple, shrimp tacos. My daughter does not like tacos, so she ate the rest of the tater tot casserole, and the shrimp were a little bit small, but they still turned out fine. And one thing I also love to do with the tortillas is make nachos and chips. So I had tons of ground turkey left over from the tater tot casserole because I didn't mean to brown all of the turkey, but I did. So I just made some nachos. So breakfast on the weekends is for whoever is up. Normally it's just myself and my husband. So my husband's going to have the rest of the toppings from the tacos with the sausage and a little bit of toast. My daughter thought these sausages were not hot, so she threw it back in the pan. And for me, I'm going to have one of these banana muffins with the rest of the Greek yogurt and my coffee, of course. I had to run out on Saturday to take care of some family business, so I did have a couple of things left over, like the turkey. And so this was my first time making a stromboli with that pizza dough that I had bought, and it was really good. And on Sunday I'm getting creative. Like, everything that's left over is getting cooked in some way. I had some chicken thighs and some chicken tenderloins left over. I had some asparagus left over with some broccoli. So I kind of just did maybe like a one-potter, if you will, with some rice. And that was dinner on Sunday. It was really delicious. And I do have several different miscellaneous things left over, like some cheese, some bread, some tomatoes. And this lunch right here on Monday was a grilled cheese with tomato. It's one of myself and my husband's favorite things, and it was really, really good. And I had tons of ground turkey and a few sausages left over. So this is just me making a quick pasta dish for the following Monday's dinner. And if you have made it this far in this video, I hope that you like what you saw and will subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. I hope that you will join me the next time I am in the kitchen here doing something.
That's gonna be the title of the video. These kids don't lie.
I'm recording.